The Dark Tower follows Roland, the last gunslinger, played by Idris Elba, in his quest to prevent the Man in Black, or Walter O'Dim, played by Matthew McConaughey, a sorcerer, from destroying the Dark Tower, which protects the various worlds of a sci-fi-fantastical universe from being destroyed by a dark force from outside the universe. It is said to be based on the series of epic fantasy novels by Stephen King, although from what I have heard, it mashes together parts of all the novels, as opposed to enacting the events from one particular novel. The best compliment I can gift the film is that it's not nearly as disastrous as many critics have made it out to be. Alternatively, however, it consistently refuses to offer up any exceedingly good content, in favour of playing it safe. To put it simply, The Dark Tower is best defined as a marginally above average film. It is satisfactory, it is just about likely to succeed in fulfilling your desire to be entertained. But make no mistake, this is no masterpiece. The leading actors, namely Elba and McConaughey, deliver mediocre performances. That isn't at all to say that they themselves are not accomplished actors, but rather as an insult to the writing of the script. The leads simply lack depth and aren't sufficiently fleshed out, an issue which is probably due to the two leads having little dialogue throughout the 95-minute runtime. Take Elba. The opening scene is a middling effort to set up the gunslinger as a truly damaged soul. However, to some extent throughout the rest of the film, Roland is portrayed as being a little too emotionless and stone-cold, comparable to an android. A similar case may be argued for McConaughey. Throughout his appearances in the film, the Man in Black commits many atrocities and undeniably yields a strong conviction for bringing down the tower and having the universe's world consumed by demons. But to what end? For what purpose, and spurred on in fact by what motivation? Tom Taylor's Jake, paired with considerably more lines of dialogue, fares a little better, and has a little more depth to him than his accompanying leads. That said, I still wasn't overtly pleased with a single one of the performances. Had Stephen King's novels been adapted into a series of films, such issues would have emerged far less. The film attempts to redeem itself in a number of action sequences leading up to a climactic one at the end of the film. The initial sequences are gratifying enough. However, it is indeed the climactic finale that succeeds in raising the bar, if only a little. Additionally, the film falls victim to somewhat of a linear and contrived plot, which is unfortunate given that the premise had the potential to lay the groundwork for an epic saga and an expansive, sprawling universe. It is worth taking note that there are a number of impressive CGI landscape views featured. However, they are simply too few and far between to provide a lasting impression on the viewer. The Dark Tower undeniably suffers from a number of flaws. However, it remains to be an adequately watchable and somewhat enjoyable experience. I rate The Dark Tower a 6 out of 10 stars. Enjoyable and satisfying enough, though whether or not you should invest your time and money in it is down to personal preference entirely. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.